Okay, this is part two on the world been put under a illusion, or you guys like to say spell, but it's an illusion. It's a form of illusion. This whole time for the last 300 years. That is what I revealed to you guys in part one. I'm going to explain what this illusion is and try to bring you guys scientific knowledge and facts with this, okay? So, this is part two, the illusion. The world was put under a illusion or a spell, or I like to call it a glare, for the last 300 years. It's been wearing off since 2020. It's going to completely be gone December 31st of 2023. After that, that's when our whole world is going to shift. That's when our whole world is going to change, because a lot of things is going to be revealed to you guys on what's really been going on, who we really are. And you guys need to know thyself, because if you don't know thyself, you will not be able to live in this new world or survive it. You must know what's going on. So when 2024 hits, you guys are going to see things that we've been taught, things that we believe to be supernatural, to be, make believe. But I'm here to tell you, none of these things are make believe. All these things came from somewhere. It came from true reality. It came from our past. It came from our ancestors. It came from our origin. It came from our history. All these things always been within us, part of us. We always knew that this existed. This is not this is not a figment of our imagination. This is reality. So this illusion, this spell, this glare is put on us from us to see. Let's start over. This illusion, this spell, this glare was put on us from seeing what's really there. We don't really see what's really there. We only see what we've been taught that's there. Okay? It's all about what you're perceiving. It's all about what you're actually seeing. But when the illusion is lifted or it's gone, it's going to wear off. It's been wearing off for the last 3 years. Once it's completely gone, you guys are going to see things that was always there. It's just you didn't see it. Okay? So that's the best way I can explain it. Is like it was always there, you just didn't see it. Okay? It takes a special person with special gifts to see it within the illusion. Like there's people that can see it, but there's other people that can't. The ones that still affected by the illusions. There's people that's so stuck by this illusion, but it's gonna wear off, and the whole world is gonna see like, what the heck? The news people can't hide it from us. They can't distract us. The government can't distract us, because it's going to be too many things happening all at once, and people are going to be asking questions. People are going to be afraid. People are going to be scared, like, what's going on? Like, what the heck? You guys are going to ask questions. You guys are going to look to the conspiracy theory people, the seers, the psychics. You guys are going to come to us to figure out what's really happening. And we've been telling you guys that all this is going to happen in some form. Some of them don't really realize what's about to happen in the new year. But with that being said, why was this put on us? Apparently there was an issue or a problem or some type of war that I guess came to be in our past that has to do with the supernatural beings. These supernatural beings are vampires. I have a picture of Dracula. Yes, vampires. Remember I told you what I'm about to say, it sounds absurd, make believe, impossible, but it can be backed up with scientific knowledge and facts. I'm going to get to that. But I'm telling you, there was a war that came to be in the past, and it's still happening, and it's going to, come back. Like, the war hasn't stopped, okay? So there was a war that happened in the past between the supernaturals. It involved the vampires. It involved other supernatural beings like werewolves, witches, sorcerers, angels. A lot of angels live on earth, if you guys don't know, but angels, demons, like it's a lot of things that I have seen that exist, but we've been taught that no, it's make believe, but it's not. It came from somewhere. It came from our past. It came from our memories. We all know these people exist because most of us are from that bloodline. So we know they exist. It's just we just think that, oh, it's just a story. But no, it's our memory that been telling us this whole time. Like stuff that we watch, it's like they call it predictive programming. No, they're just like reflecting the truth to you. They're showing you the truth in plain sight, and you don't even realize it. Okay, so with that being said, there was some type of conflict, war that happened between the supernatural for some reason. Okay, and somehow this special being, who I believe was a vampire of some kind. It could have been Dracula, I don't know. But I don't believe it was Dracula. But it had to be a very powerful, old, first of its kind type of vampire, because for someone to put an illusion or a glare, that's what the vampire call it, a glare, over a whole world for the last 300 years, you had to be a powerful being. You had to be something of like the first generation or entity, something like that, to put an illusion like that on people, because it lasted 300 years. That means this vampire had the ability to mind control or hypnotize a whole entire world for 300 years. That's a lot of power. That's a lot of control, too. So that tells me, okay, this is not your regular average vampire. Okay, and based off my visions, there's different kinds of vampires and different evolutional markers of them, I should say. There's different kinds. But the one that put the illusion on us did that. But I don't know if it was for a good reason or a bad reason. I'm not sure. But there was a reason why this person did that. Okay, but now it's going to wear off, where we're going to see beings like this, beings that we've been taught to be, it's just a story, it's not real. No, it's our memories. It was always real, we just didn't remember. Okay, so we're going to start to remember. We're going to start to gain things. People are going to start to gain their gifts back. So that worries me, especially these people who are not evolved, people who are wicked. Like, that worries me. But people are going to gain their gifts back. People are going to gain they're going to gain their memories bits by bits, but I feel like no one's going to truly wake up until the one who cast the spell wakes up. Because I feel like the one that cast the spell is still here. I don't know. But and I don't think this person is awakened at all. Because if it was, it would have awakened by now. It would have revealed itself by now and explained things to people. So I don't know. But I just know that that's what the illusion is. We are under some type of glare. It's like a spell or illusion by a very powerful supernatural being. Yeah, I believe it's some type of vampire, the first of its kind. It could have been the first vampire that ever existed or a different breed of it. I don't know, but it did. Based off some type of war that happened, and it just did it for some reason. I don't know the reason yet. I'm still decoding it. But I'm going to explain to you guys the scientific knowledge, or like, what are vampires? What are these supernatural beings? Like, how can this be? How can this be true? Like, this is absurd. Like, this is not real. It's impossible, right? But there is reasoning. There is a truth with this on how this is possible. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys something. Okay, I'm back. So remember I said that this being had the ability to hypnotize the whole entire world. Well, this form of vampire is able to like mind control people and put them to sleep. Okay, if you guys can read the description, you can pause it in your own time and read it for yourself. So go ahead and pause and read. But I did do a little research on the different types of vampires. The more I talk about, the more it's weird. I know it sounds so weird, but I'm telling you guys, this is the truth. Part 3, I'm going to explain about these beings, okay?